Hey, this is John from All the Way to 11. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at two different polymer, nylon, plastic, polymer, fiberglass reinforced, just plastic knives. Two different plastic knives. One, a Cold Steel, and the other, a Budk Black Legion Triple Kill Ninja Defense Spike. It's got a heck of a handle to it. Well, it's got an okay handle to it. Now you may be asking yourself, why would anyone ever want to purchase a polymer knife? And honestly, I don't know, but that's part of why I bought them, because it's coming up to the Christmas season and the holiday season, and I thought, what better gift for my friends than something that you would never buy, but if you found yourself needing, well, you'd probably want to have it. So a polymer plastic knife came to mind. And in going to buy these gifts, I thought, you know what, let's go ahead and get a name brand one, and I'll get these Budk ones, and I'll take a look and see how they compare to each other. See if it's worth spending the $10 on the Cold Steel, or if you should spend the $4.95 on the Budk Special. Well, no, not Budk Special, but the Budk Black Legion Triple Kill Ninja Defense Spike. We'll just call it the Budk polymer knife from this point forward, because that is a lot to say. So, since we have to open plastic on this one, I don't want to do that quite yet. Let's go ahead and open the Budk plastic knife. Now, as you can see, not only does it come in a box with a warning from California about how this contains product exposes you to chemicals including chromium, nickel, and or lead, which are known to the state of California to cause cancer. Well, thank God I don't live in California, so don't have to worry about that one. Anyway, comes in a box, made in China, with a bag, a little number and a little another sticker. It says China on it. Just go and pull that off. Comes with this nice little sheath. I think you're supposed to put this on your wrist or something lame like that. I don't know. I don't think I would ever do that. That seems stupid. But, you know, to each their own. But it is a nice little sheath, you know, given that this Cold Steel $10 one doesn't come with any sheath at all. And there you go. It's a spike. I wouldn't say the edges are particularly sharp or dull. They're a plastic corner. So not dull, not sharp. Tip is pretty sharp. Definitely wouldn't want to get poked with it. Does actually have a little bit of bending over on it. So before we stab this into anything or try to cut anything with it, let's go ahead and open up the Cold Steel. Now, this is just a bag. I'm going to try to be careful with this because I'm going to put this back in the bag before I give it to someone. Ooh, look at that, it's fancy. It's got a little thing to keep it in place in the bag. Guess I'm gonna maybe have to deconstruct this a little more than I wanted to. There we go. There we go. And it's out of the bag. So, pretty, ooh, wow, that is, it's really flexible. I really feel like I could snap that. I won't, as I do have to give this to someone for a Christmas gift. So, wouldn't want to do that, but right off the bat, not a fan of that wiggle. I mean, there's some wiggle here, which I didn't really do that a minute ago, but it's because I could feel it was stiff enough. Now, I could snap this in half too if I wanted. There are plastic. But this feels a lot more likely like it is going to snap off. So, so far, I'm glad I went with these. Let's see. Ooh, you know, that looks, and it's like it's serrated, but it is actually pretty dull. So, yeah. Let's go ahead, since we're to the portion that we have both of them out, let's go ahead and try to do some cutting. Let's start with the Defense Spike. Just gonna stab it into our previously used piece of paper. Well, seemed to stab in the paper pretty well. Now let's go ahead and try to use a corner. Okay, does not cut great, but actually cut way better. Wow, way better than I thought it would. So, okay, well, it does cut paper, kind of definitely stabs paper. Let's try the Cold Steel. Okay, there we go. Oh, well, this cuts paper way better. Yeah, oh yeah, I mean, if you're cutting up paper, this thing's going to do great. Although, let's compare that to this other recent Amazon purchase I made of a $10 SOG knockoff. Let's see how that cuts paper. Now, I have not sharpened this. This is how it came. Ooh, well, let's grab this other piece of paper. That's looking pretty torn up. Let's grab this one. Oh, wow. Well, okay, well, the $10 knockoff Chinese SOG does cut better than the $10 name brand Cold Steel plastic knife. Now, granted, this is plastic, and you could maybe make this sharper. I don't know. I'm not totally sure. But you could maybe. I don't know why you'd want to. But that is sharper. But while we're here, let's go ahead and grab the box actually that this came in. We'll do some stabbing, because everybody likes stabbing. Tell you what, that makes a terrible noise. That didn't take a lot of force. I mean, if I use an actual, what I would call a stabbing force, pretty easy to stab in there. It does sound like you're kicking a box of puppies or something. Let's go ahead and try this on the other side with the Defense Spike. Ooh. And it doesn't sound nearly as bad. Let's just destroy my ears here for a second. Oh. That may not come... Yeah, wow. Okay, that's enough of that. Wow. Set that there. Set that there. Okay, so what have I learned about plastic knives so far? So far, I'm not a big fan of this. I'm a pretty big fan of this one. There's one more thing I want to check, and this is something that was really important to me in my purchase of a plastic resin polymer knife. And that is, do they contain any metal? And I was curious about that. I mean, it's a polymer knife. Does it have any sort of metal reinforcement? This is pretty stiff. Does it have like a metal rod running down the inside of it that I don't know about? Now, this does have a metal ring, which you could split there. But as it is from the factory, let's see. Let's see. Go ahead and grab a metal detector. Oh, look at that. Neither one of them. So, now maybe it just seems like the metal detector's not working. Oh, metal detector's, yeah, it's definitely working. Let's see if it works with something smaller. Didn't work with that screw. See, doesn't work with a screw. See if it works with a punch. Oh yeah. How about a shell casing? Oh yeah, it works with a shell casing. Of course, I don't know what that screw is made out of, so, as I did just pick it up. I know what this screw is made out of. Nope, doesn't pick up a screw. So these at least don't have any more metal in them than a screw, or at least any more metal that will set off a, oh yeah, well, that ring, close enough to it, that ring will definitely set off a metal detector. Let's go ahead and try the Defense Spike. We're rubbing it against our metal detector. Nope. Now, checking the rest of the Cold Steel polymer knife, it checks out. I would say it's probably just that ring. But in the interest of science, let's go ahead and see. Oh, nope. Glub, glub. Well, that's taking a lot more time than I thought it would. Oh, no, I bent it. I mean, which is fine, but you're gonna give it to somebody. That's not very nice. Okay, without our ring, Cold Steel also doesn't set off metal detector. So neither one of these is metallic. They are both, in fact, polymer. So what have I concluded between our Black Legion Ninja Triple Defense Spike and our Cold Steel FGX. Well, I concluded that our, oh, don't want to go wide, I want to go narrow. I've concluded that our $5 Ninja Defense Spike is probably as good or better for whatever purpose you would have for something like this as our Cold Steel, unless you're planning on cutting things. Although I can't honestly say I think this blade would hold up to cutting much, because it's plastic. It's not very hard. I mean, it is hard, but not the kind of hard that's going to hold up to cutting. So if it were me and I were in the market for a polymer, nylon, plastic, resin knife, I would probably go for something like this. Now, like I said, I got this at Budk for about $5. And it did come with this handy dandy little sheath that you can wear like a lame-o on your wrist. For $5, I would go with this for sure. And I believe you can even find these on Amazon and different prices, and like anything like this on Amazon, you can probably do enough searching and find it maybe even cheaper than $5. So in the end, I would recommend something like this over something like this. And well, it makes a great gift. So happy holidays, and thanks for watching. If you liked the video or you found it informative, I'd really appreciate a like. If you watched some of my other videos and you enjoyed those too, I'd really appreciate if you subscribed. Thanks, and have a wonderful day.